Hey Leo, welcome to your April 2025 mid-month reading. We're just going to go ahead and get started here and jump straight in. I hope you're doing well. If you would like to book a personal reading with me, that link will be down below in the description. Also, my reads at this time are on sale. So let's take a look here, Leo. What is the energy here? All I know is Mars is coming into your sign, and it'll come into your sign on April 17th. So, Leo, this is going to give you a lot of passion and a lot of drive, a lot of self-determination, strength. Not only that, Mars is going to come into Leo, and then it's going to trine Mercury and Aries, and it's also going to trine Neptune in Aries. So there's about to be a lot of energy. This is about to be a lot of energy that you're about to tap into, like a lot. And this is where you could really start to find these, connect to these bigger visions here and connect to these bigger ambitions. And I very much see that here in your reading. Very interesting. And the sun will come into your 10th house in Taurus on the 19th. So work and career are going to be big here for you. And you know, with Mars now being in your sign, Mercury that's in Aries, this is you making power moves. I think also with the Sun card being at the bottom of the deck, you feeling like yourself, and possibly even feeling yourself, Leo. Let's see here. We're going to jump into your reading here in a second here. Let's keep it going. All right, you pulled this 4th house card. It says home here. This is about the foundation, and I think you're doing a lot of introspection at this time, trying to figure out how you can strengthen your foundation and strengthen the roots of things here in your life. So that way it provides for you long term, right? You can only produce healthy roots or healthy fruits as well as how healthy the roots are. So I do see here that for the rest of the month, I'm not saying that's the main area, but there are some things going on with your home and your foundation. I don't get anything bad. It's just more so like you're really trying to have shit in order, and it's like you're trying to strengthen that area of your life. So when it comes to like your personal life, when it comes to your family, when it comes to your home life, and just when it comes to just the foundations of things spiritually and emotionally, I feel you're also trying to find that deeper sense of connection. Oh yeah, Leo, let's keep going here. You pulled this life purpose card. It says the throat chakra here. Man, Leo, I'm gonna be real. You have the Emperor here in the challenge, and then the Knight of Swords as your advice. By the way, this is a good read. But ultimately here, Leo, you're sitting on so much wisdom. Like, hear me out for a second. You know so much, the Hermit, for the overall energy. Now, this could be too, maybe seeking out a mentor, or a teacher, or a guide, or going to a professional, or going to a mentor, or someone who has experience that could give you advice or point you in the right direction, right? Because I feel like you would definitely find it and get it if you were to look for it, right? Or if you were to go to someone that you trust that could give you, can give you like your next steps or something like that. So don't rule out other people. But what I will say though, with the Hermit and this life purpose card coming out, and I'll show you the tarot cards in a moment. We'll go through the tarot. But whatever this is in regards to your path in life here, it probably has felt kind of lonely, right? But that's kind of the point. It's like we all have our own paths that we walk. And I feel that this is about you taking full control of your purpose, taking full control of your life. And I'm not saying you're not doing that. If you're doing that, keep doing that. But this is about making your dreams become real with this life purpose card and understanding that you're in full control of your life purpose. And it's interesting here with this 4th house home card. I really get you trying to, go back to the roots of things. And I'm almost hearing like remembering why you started, or, finding that deeper intrinsic motivation. You'll definitely have the motivation with Mars coming into your sign. But let's keep going here. Oh yeah, even with this life purpose card, I'm really seeing you here have a broader vision, like these new visions of a new form of purpose. Like it's this deeper awakening of purpose that you're waking up to, about yourself, about your mission, about your legacy, because it's all here in the reading. 10 of Pentacles, I'll get into it in a second. You pulled this, what does your heart want? Be free to manifest your heart's desires here. Yeah, and this is like no longer holding yourself back here, allowing yourself to express, right? Leos need self-expression. So this is about, and things that are really connected to the heart. And so this is about expressing your heart and moving in the direction of your heart here. So let's jump into your reading here. You did pull the Hermit, like I said, for the overall energy here. The Hermit has a lot to deal with mentors and guides here. So if you need a mentor or a guide, be sure to seek it out, because I feel like you could definitely come across someone here that can help you. Does it have to be me? No. But you may already have a guide or a mentor in your life. So if you have any questions, I wouldn't rule out like talking to them. They could really probably point you in the right direction or help reveal something that you can't see. But I also think here with the Hermit, you could be a mentor or a teacher or a guide. So you're learning here. I don't even say you're learning, but you're helping other people learn, right? Maybe you're a life coach, the Hermit, with this life purpose card, or you're like it's something kind of like that, life coach or something like that. It doesn't have to be, but I do see that here. And the Hermit too deals with, for the overall energy I see you here and for the rest of the month, it's like really having to trust your process and rely on your own guidance and wisdom, and to apply it practically, and to start taking steps in that direction of what your heart is calling you to do. Because this Knight of Pentacles being in your current energy, I feel like that's what you're doing. It's one of those processes that takes time with the Knight of Pentacles. It's not something that's going to happen overnight. And so you're learning a lot of lessons around endurance and patience here. And again, with that 4th house card and then this Knight of Pentacles, this is about laying the groundwork or laying the foundation of something that you're building, or even going back to the foundation of something so you can strengthen it. So this Emperor here being in the challenge, I think what you're being challenged with the Emperor is having to take full control and responsibility, because the Emperor is all about self-actualization and self-efficacy, to where if we're lacking in some area, or if we're falling behind in some areas, like we have to take control. But it's also about competence, the Emperor and the Hermit, and putting our skills to use, like implementing what we have learned. So I'm almost seeing you here with the Emperor being in your challenge, taking full control of your life and your life's purpose, and no longer holding yourself back. You have the 10 of Pentacles here in the future position, which deals with legacy, specifically with the Emperor and the Hermit. This is about long-term planning. But also 10 of Pentacles is a harvest, right? So reaping these rewards here from the planning that you've been doing with the Knight of Pentacles, from the groundwork that you've been laying here. Some of you could be changing your business structure or your business layout here sometime this month. The Hermit, the Emperor, 10 of Pentacles, right? Which it's very interesting that you pull the 4th house, which deals with the foundation of things. So it's like maybe with work and career, it's like you're restructuring the foundations of something, or just strengthening the foundations. You have the 4 swords here in the outcome position, which I like the 4 swords being in the outcome. It's peace of mind and being able to rest here. So I see you being able to relax, especially if you've been feeling overwhelmed. But I think your relaxation and your freedom comes from your self-discipline with the Emperor being in the challenge. Right, and the Knight of Swords, as your advice is saying, like Knight of Swords is like getting on things, right? Like not waiting. Knight of Swords is about being decisive and taking decisive action here, and moving forward with your intentions. You did pull the 7 of Pentacles here in the position of something you're unaware of that you need to be aware of. I'll say with the 7 of Pentacles, I feel Spirit's wanting you to be resourceful as much as you can. And I also get a message here with the 7 of Pentacles that especially with the Knight of Pentacles, is that patience. It's going to be like you're going to have to be patient with your process. That usually with the Seven of Pentacles, it's going to take longer than you expect, or something may take a little bit longer than you expect. I don't think it's in a negative way to where you're like, oh, I got to wait. But it's more so just like it's about patience and endurance when it comes to like self-discipline and cultivating momentum. Clarify the Hermit for the overall energy. You pulled the Star card here. Yep, so the Hermit looks for the star, right? The Hermit looks for the direction and the guidance. So this is about you starting to find your way here. Specifically, if you've been in an energy of fog, I see this big clearing, spiritually and emotionally, that's giving you a lot of mental clarity and an understanding of your path. But also on the flip side, you could literally be a teacher and a guide, and this is what you help other people do. Clarify the Knight of Pentacles. Clarify the Knight of Pentacles in your current energy. You pulled the High Priestess here. Yeah, I think you've seen enough, right? The High Priestess is when you've observed and you've gained a deeper sense of understanding. And so now you're moving forward here with your plans. Clarify the Emperor in the challenge. You pulled the Six of Wands here. Clarify the Nine of Swords. Page of Wands. Yeah, I feel, the Emperor Six of Wands is about taking the lead. I'm not saying you're not doing that, but it's about understanding that you're the leader. And I gotta say this, Leo, you may kind of feel, maybe you're lacking belief, I'll be real. Like maybe you're lacking belief, or maybe you're doubting yourself here, or wondering if you have what it takes, or wondering if you're good enough, right? The Knight of Swords, Page of Wands says, I would say yes, you're good enough. But if there's any changes that you want to make, and maybe you're wondering like how it will affect like you, or how people will see you, or how people will perceive you, how people will see you, or perceive you. The Knight of Swords, Page of Wands says, you don't have to have all the answers figured out. As long as you're doing the right thing and you're making the best moves that you can make, then everything else will be fine. Clarify the Ten of Pentacles in the future. You pulled the Three of Wands and the Magician here. Yep. For one, I see you have success coming in with the Three of Wands. I see you being able to enjoy it. But also Three of Wands and the Ten of Pentacles is when your ambitions, when you want to extend your ambitions even further. When you want to push the envelope even further. When you're wanting to grow your business, or when you're wanting to make these huge advancements in your career, or when you're just wanting to level up in general, that's what the Three of Wands would be. It's like while you're in the process of already achieving things and doing things, you're also looking ahead and planning for the future as well. So I think these are going to be these long-term plans that come together here. And I see like work and career and business doing really good, and your money and stuff like that. Clarify the Four of Swords and the outcome. You pulled the Devil here. Yeah. I think you're finding peace of mind through the structure and the discipline, right? The Devil card is just Capricorn. So it deals with self-discipline and your ability to be tenacious and stick to your goals and work long and hard. And because you've been doing that, you're now able to rest with the Four of Swords, and you actually have the freedom here to do what it is that you want. Clarify the Seven of Pentacles, you have the Tower here. Yeah, I almost kind of get that Spirit's wanting you to innovate here. That you may want to open up your career, open up different things in your life to these new directions. And it's almost as if it's part of your soul's mission to do that. But maybe you're wondering how other people may perceive you or how other people may react to you. Or maybe you could be doubting like yourself a little bit. But I think Spirit's wanting you to take the chance here. Like to take chances. You pulled this Solar Calm card. It says clarify here. What is that about? With this Progressions card, it says journey here. I think this is about getting real and honest with yourself and seeing like what doesn't serve you foundationally anymore. Like what isn't helping you grow. Because I think it's like you've outgrown, like it's like a plant being in a pot, like you've outgrown the pot. So it's like you can't grow anymore until you replant yourself or till you uproot yourself and put yourself into these bigger things. So that's what I got for you, Leo, in your reading. I appreciate you for watching. If you want to book a personal reading with me, that link is down below in the description. If you like the video, be sure to hit that thumbs up button for me. And yeah, if you need any guidance or direction or any advice, or if you want to ask me any question, you can definitely book a reading with me. That link is down below in the description. And otherwise than that, I will see you later. Bye, Leo.